Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks and Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here, guys, every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, different live free picks for today's card. And today's show will have picks for you here from the NBA playoffs, single game tonight. Also from Major League Baseball's 15-game card, NHL playoffs. And we'll also have Kentucky Derby picks for you. And at the end of the show, we'll have our Parlay Purple segment where our cappers can give out a parlay, a team player prop, game of the future, or play straight. We'll leave it up to the cappers here. And so, first off, guys, you want to make sure you subscribe to our channel so you're notified when we're live, and also give us that like, that thumbs up. Greatly appreciate that right off the bat. So it helps us build our audience. Let's go ahead and meet Rod, and then we'll get right to the show. Rod, how's it going? Another big day.
Another big day. Can't complain. We hit all our best bets on the ice, in the NBA, and in the MLB. Thanks to Detroit and their big top of the ninth. We're going to score 8 again on the Angels. Poor Angels bullpen. Well, we've seen it. What's his name? Jansen was rolling in. Like, oh, Jansen. Yeah, that's the best. Sure enough, bang, bang. All of a sudden, 9-1. It's like, yeah. Poor Angels just keep getting picked on and beat up. Well, hey, we'll do it because it's working and paying us. So we'll continue to do that. Can't complain about Friday. Let's get on to Saturday's action. Continue to stay hot.
That's all right. Continue to stay hot. Yeah, I come off a 3-0 day, so I'm going to keep that
nice.
Going Rockets. They get it done against the Golden State Warriors. So we'll have a Game 7. We'll have 2 games tomorrow. Pacers in Cleveland, Game 1, and then the Game 7 at 8:30 Eastern time between the Rockets and Warriors. Should be a really good one. Then we start Monday with the Game 1 of the Celtics and the Cavs. I'm sorry, Knicks. Knicks are in that one, right? Knicks in that one.
Knicks and Boston. Boston already laid 8.5 in that one.
Yeah, ready. Big line on that one. So ready for that second round of the playoffs. It'll be very exciting. But we still got work to do today. So let's get to it. NBA Game 7 here. Clippers at Nuggets. We've seen this game about open 2. Again, Clippers getting a little bit of money here. Nuggets 1.5 pretty much everywhere now. The ones are gone. Total 207. A quick look at the injury report. Clean injury report on both sides. Rod, what do you think?
And for me, looking at this game tonight, man, it's kind of like an over here in this one. 207. We've kind of seen these games start to tick up where it's just go, offense. So for me, it's I like the over here in this one. It's like we seen last night. It's just they start scoring more points. In the last 2 games in this series, same thing. We see 131, 115 back here in Denver for Game 5 in that one, and the Nuggets got the win. I expect the same type of game. I think we cruise into the easily into the 210s in this one. I think this total is a touch light, especially the way we've seen the NBA down this back half of the first round. We've seen the uptick of offense as we've seen a lot more overs in these NBA games than what we did early on. Defenses were real in the roost early, not so much. We've been seeing a lot more overs as the books have adjusted. I think a little bit too light. Give me the over in this one.
Yeah, it could be the 3-point shooting, right? Creating space, more space on the court. Now these guards have to defend that 3-point line, so it does open up a little bit inside. If they decide to drive to the basket, get fouls, and get to the free throw line, get points with the clock stopped, that will contribute to more points being scored. I'm going to look here at Denver. Denver's played well at home. 120 points per 100 possessions, a +6 in home court. They're making 44% from 3 at home in this series. At home in those 3 home games. And again, I talked about Murray. That explosiveness of Murray is something to see. Looks like he's back to his peak form again. And again, Jokic and company at home in that high elevation. I'll look at Denver here to get it done and send the Clippers home another season of they can't get past that first round. It's going to be disappointing, but I got to look at the Nuggets in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Turn our attention to Major League Baseball, 15-game card. So let's here we got early action here. Rays and Yankees. We got the Yankees $1.93, total 9.5. Astros and White Sox. The Astros. 270, total 7.5. Mets and Cardinals. The Mets $1.48, total 8.5. Guardians and Blue Jays. Here the Blue Jays $1.32, total 8. And then the Rockies and the Giants again. The Giants $2.76, total of 8. Over to Rod.
Yeah, and look at this. Hey, the White Sox got another win. So I think the Astros bounce back there in that one and get themselves a win. Usually they follow up losses with bouncing right back and getting a win. So give me the Astros on the run line in that one. I think they beat up on the White Sox. Might even look for that 2.5 there in that one. And then give me the under Rays and the Yankees. I know Yarborough on the mound there going for the Yankees and Lyle for the Rays. Definitely not the start that he wanted to his season. But against the Yankees, I think he gets up for this game, 9.5. I think that total is just a touch too high. Give me the under 9.5 with the Rays and the Yankees tonight.
Yeah, from Rod. We do have a pitching change. Bradley Blaylock will get the start for Colorado, not Feltner today. Blaylock was sent to the minors for ineffectiveness, gets called up with an ERA of 10 in the majors. So they're not a whole lot of pitching depth for the Rockies when you got to bring up this guy. So we'll see how that one rolls there in this block of games. So what am I going to look at here in the Rays game? I'm going to take the dog here with the Rays in this one. That big plus price. I don't want to back Clark Schmidt. He hasn't been very effective coming back here. Rays have hit righties pretty well, 285. Their bullpen has been sharp. Like they only gave up 3 runs to the Yankees yesterday, but that was Fried on the mound. Fried's on the mound today. So I look for the Rays to get this one here. When you look at New York here against the division, the past 2+ seasons, just 25-30, losing 14 units here. So I'll look at the Rays in this spot. Go under with Houston and Chicago. Hunter Brown has been very good numbers this year for Brown. Also, Davis Martin is not bad as well. Houston really has struggled hitting down the road. Chicago, we know, struggles hitting at home. Both starters in good form. The Astros had a really good bullpen in last month, so I look for the under in that one. And what else do I have in this spot, in this block here? Those are the 2 that I really like in that block. All right, let's continue here on Tony S'mores Shows. We continue here with Major League Baseball for today. Next games here on this next block will be Padres and Pirates. The Pirates favorite $1.08, total of 9. Twins and Red Sox. We got the Red Sox here, $1.11, total sits 9.5. Athletics and Marlins. Here we've got the Marlins, $1.14, total 8.5. D-backs and Phillies. Phillies, $1.20, total 9.5. We close the block off with Nationals and Reds here. We got the Reds, $1.80, total 8.5. Let's take a look here at the starters here to see if there's any changes in any of these games. Here, let's take a look here. Doesn't look so far. Looks like we still have the same guys going here for in this block. It looks like same. There's been no changes there. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and look at the rest of the card to see if there's any changes. I don't see any so far other than that one we pointed out with Colorado. And it looks like that will be the only change with the Colorado change in starters. So I'll go over to Rod.
And for me, looking at these ones here, I'm going to take a shot here with Pittsburgh. I'm not a Randy Vasquez guy, and I think you look what you've seen what Randy's been doing. His last few starts definitely not been the greatest. He's definitely gets in trouble with the walks. He loves at least 2 walks a game. You look at all start 4 walks, 5 walks, 3 walks, 2 walks, 3 walks, 2 walks. He's lucky that those haven't equated to a lot more runs being scored. We've seen in his last time out, it was a loss versus the Rays. He gave up 3 earned runs in that one. Going past 5 innings has been tough for Randy in the start to the season. So for me, it's just going to go the other way. I'm going to take the Pirates there. I think that's where the value is in that one. Faulkner, hey, he's not been horrible. He's had some rough outings, but between both of these pitchers, I don't think either equate to who's going to get the win. So give me the Pirates there in that one. And then you look at the homeless. I'm not a Beto guy, so Beto getting the start there in that one. I think he gives up some runs in that one, and the Marlins being alive in that one. The total at 8.5. Hey, I think you just automatically take the over. It's Marlins and day games. So these day game Marlins have been absolute money. I'm going to say the number's like 32-7 or something to the over in day games. So I like the over. And then I also like Max Meyer to bounce back here. You look at even the books expecting a bounce back. His last time out against Seattle, he only was able to get 12 outs. When all season long, you see him, his average is 17, where it's 17, 18, 19, 18, 18. Books have him today at 17.5. So quite sure he is able to get the 18 outs and go deep into this game. So take the over 17.5 outs for Max Meyer and also take the Marlins. Same game, Marlins and the over today for me there in that one.
Yeah, from Rod, tell you what I think about this game. I'm coming back again with the Padres. That lineup is strong. Arez back had a big game yesterday. 9 runs up there for the Padres against this Pittsburgh team that's absolutely trash. Their bullpen's no good. I know Vasquez is kind of walking a tightrope with some of his numbers. Low strikeouts, high walks, but he's backed by the best bullpen in baseball. We look at Pittsburgh past 6 games, their bullpen ERA of 7.5 there. And I'll look here at the Padres in this spot. Also here, let's see, what did I like? I like also Boston here. I'm not a big fan of Ober. Ober in his day games have been hammered this season. Looking at this, Ober in 3 day starts, 10 runs in 12 2/3 innings. Twins 1-6 as a road dog this season, losing 5 units. Boston, when they're lined at this price point, 5-2 at plus 125 to minus 125 at home, winning 2.5 units there. I know Dobbins first time, in his 2 starts this year. A lot of strikeouts, 11 strikeouts, 11 innings. And I like his numbers. So I'll look here at Boston in that spot. And also in this spot, we do have, I'll take Rod's guy. Fade that. I'm not going to fade it here. I'm going to take him here. Give me Fad here in this one with Arizona. I think their bats come alive. Philly's not been a good home favorite this year. 0-3 when favored by even money to minus 150. Marte has returned for Arizona, so that's going to help them at the plate. Nola's been pounded at home this season, and the bullpen for Philadelphia ERA of 5.5 against righty starters. D-backs 8-4, returning 4 units. So I'll look at them in that spot. And what else we have here? I'll look at Reds here run line against the Nationals. It's not much a lot for Washington. A terrible bullpen, and they don't hit on the road. The Reds have been smashing the baseball the past 6 games, about 300 batting average. Trevor Williams has been pounded in his 3 road starts this season. And you look at the past 7 games for the Nats, their bullpen ERA near 9. And the Reds bullpen at home in their 15 home games, ERA under 2. I like the run line there with the Reds today. Let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we continue here with Major League Baseball. We'll close it out here with these final 5 games on the board. They will be Mariners and Rangers. The Mariners, $1.20 on the road, total of 9. Cubs and Brewers. Brewers, $1.05, total 8.5. Dodgers and Braves. We've got the Braves, $1.09, total 8.5. Royals and Orioles. Here we got the O's, $1.09, total 9. And the Tigers and Angels. Tigers, big favorites again, but man, they make us sweat it out. They get it done. The Tigers, $1.76, total 8.5. Back to Rod.
Yeah, you look at that. The Tigers do going to make you sweat it out, but I'm going to pass on that game today just because Flaherty, he can give it up. And Hendricks, man, I kind of like the over there. Over 8.5 is what I would lead because eventually they're not going to get the big comeback late and fall short if they keep going that direction. Will the Tigers, but. This is kind of like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep jumping on it. I would lean to keep jumping on it in that one, but I'm going to pass on them today. Hey, it's Patrick Corbin Day. I faded him last time. Worked good. I'm going to take Patrick Corbin here today. Hey, the Seattle squad looking real good. They're hitting the ball. I think they crushed him yesterday with Wu on the mound. Wasn't even close. And they've actually started to pick up their play against Texas, as I said. It's just one of those things. Late in the season last year, they started to dominate Texas. And as I said, they want to win this division. Like I told you to take in the beginning, they need to keep winning these games. But I think this is a spot that Texas gets one back. We're going to take Patrick Corbin and the plus money to get the job done against Seattle. Surprise some people today. Bust up your parlay in that one. Thinking, because I know what happens. People see Corbin, they're like, pay that guy. I'm going to take him today. Give me Corbin in Texas. There we go. Right there. I agree with Corbin here with Texas. Seattle just hit only 235 here against lefty starters. Corbin's numbers have been better at home. Mariners bullpen ERA near 5 on the road. Texas have played well against right-handed starters this year. 9-4 at home, winning about 4.5 units. I'll look at Texas in that spot. Coming back here with the Cubs. I know it's Tyone, but then Quintana's been sharp. But man, these bats right now for Chicago has been on absolute tear. They're hitting 281 against lefty starters this season. The Cubs bullpen over the past 5 games has been solid. Season-long stats for Milwaukee, their ERA has not been good. But now we can say here that the Brewers are now 0-8 at home against National League teams that average 5 runs per game or greater the past 1+ seasons.
We'll look at the Cubbies in that spot. And what are we going to do here in the Sasaki and game here with the and Schwallenbach? I'll go over 8.5. I see Dodgers 8.5. I'll go over in that one here with the Braves in LA. Here it'll be the Dodgers' second road game here after that first one in Atlanta. But you look at the Dodgers here. The Braves at this price range have gone over 18 to 10 to the over when price between plus 125, minus 25, past 2+ seasons. Remember, 3 of LA's best arms in the bullpen are injured, and that's the concern there. And also Sasaki with his high walk rate, 18% walk, 16.5% walks this season. So I'll look at them, and I'm just going to continue. Look at Detroit run line. This Hendricks has been absolutely pounded again. He had a bad year last year. 12% walks, 13% strikeouts. He pitches the high contact. Angels don't hit at home. Detroit bullpen here in the month of April under an ERA under 8. And now the Angels are 3-7 to the run line at home, facing a good bullpen with a whip of 1.35 or lower this season, losing 5 units. Continue with the run line here with the Tigers. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show as we'll turn our attention to the National Hockey League playoff action here for tonight. So we'll get the game up for you. We'll let you know what we're going to cover here. We got Avalanche and Stars, the big one tonight in Dallas. We got the Avs road favorites, $35, total 5.5.
Yeah, and you look at this one. Should be a good one in this matchup between these two squads, and we've seen some offenses rule the roost in these games. Not a lot of. We've looked at. The last one was 11 goals. And the last time we were in Dallas, we've seen 8 goals. So I think that continues. I'm just not seeing a defensive battle between these two squads. 6 goals in the first game, 7 goals. We've seen 1. A couple games, both were in Colorado. The ones in Dallas, and we've seen 8 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals. That's plenty enough to get us over this 5.5. I tried to do that to you yesterday on the Winnipeg game, and we've seen plenty of goals in that one at the 5.5, and they loaded it to the over and going, "Oh, we'll give you a plus money." Take the over here. I think we get plenty of goals here. This one to get us over the 5.5.
Here we go with Rob. We got to NHL. Now it's time for our Kentucky Derby picks here. Kentucky Derby running today. It's about 7 Eastern time. Will be the 12th race on the Churchill Downs card. Rob, what you got?
I'm going to be in the Derby today. I'm going to take give me a second. Just pulling up my little my notes here. For me, you look at everybody's on journalism, right? It's the fast horse. He's been quick. His Briar numbers were big. 108 speed wise. Was this horse training at? But for me, the problem is in these Derby races, you know what's going to happen. Journalism, son of Curlin, been rolling along, but he's going to get overbet. And I find that once you get that favorite and it starts getting overbet, you're going to get a horse that does it have the odds to run? Yes. Will he be hanging around? Yes. But the odds are going to be low. And we've seen in these type of races that it's not always the low guy that wins. It's usually that middle of the pack horse, 10 to 1s, 12 to 1s, 8 to 1s that come roaring in there down the stretch. So
stalking horses.
Yeah, the closers. So you look at one that I'm looking at here in this one. I do like journalism, but I think he's in there for the numbers. Your 3rd place, 4th place, somewhere late. Because I think there's some stalkers. Yeah, your exotics and those ones, right? But I think there's some stalkers that can come roaring back. For me, I'm going to take a shot. I like Burnham Square. Going to be right there. And then my biggest dog, I'm going to go with Gambit. But I like Sovereignty to win it all. I think it's a Bill Mott trained son of mischief, won the Fountain of Youth, and is a legit closer. Was second at the Florida Derby. I think Sovereignty comes running around and is that closer that comes roaring in. So for me, I'm taking Sovereignty, which is number 18. And then I'm going to throw in I'm going to take 18 to win, and then I'm going to throw 18 with a bunch of horses. So I'm going to go 18 with 8, 9, 3, and 7 are for the exactor. And then I'm going to throw those 5 horses in for a trifecta.
There you go. From Rod, I'll tell you here what I like here in the Kentucky Derby. here for today. In this one, my pick to win the race will be number 14, Tistastic. This is going to be a long shot. You're going to get near 20-1 odds. We'll see how it rolls there. I like his late move in that win in the Louisiana Derby. Solid connection. Joe Rosario riding Steve Asmussen, the trainer. 8 lifetime starts. This colt has experience. So we always talk about these colts, these horses that are, I think the trend has been to be lightly raced, but I don't know. I like these horses that have been around the track. They've seen a lot more, right? I don't want horses that are inexperienced in the Kentucky Derby, because a lot happens in this race with 20 plus horses. So I'm okay with the 8 lifetime starts. He has 5 graded starts as well. So he's been in big races. He posted career high 100 Brisnet speed number in the Louisiana Derby. I know some of you guys like to look at buyers. I like the Brisnet pace numbers myself. I've been using that for years. 3 wins in his lifetime, 2 in the money finishes at Churchill as well. Then my exacta with Tistastic, the 14 will be with the 8 journalism. Michael McCarthy trains, ridden by Rispoli. Journalism carries a 4-race win streak after that impressive victory in the Santa Anita Derby. Posted a really good middle move and late move to make up ground in the win. And of course, you like those horses that can stalk in this race. You don't want to be too far back, because you have to pass a lot of horses, and you can get into trouble when you try to pass 20 horses, right? You like to be in that middle group, that second group. I don't like him too far back, but he's by Curlin, has back-to-back triple-digit Brisnet speed figures. So that's my exacta. The 14 with the 8. Now my trifecta is going to be 14-8 with the 17 Sandman. Yeah, I'm a Metallica fan, but that's not the reason. Mark Cassidy trains Sandman off his victory in the Arkansas Derby. A strong closing kick to make up lots of ground in that stretch. Jose Ortiz will ride. The experienced Sandman also has 8 lifetime starts, 5 straight in the money finishes. Those are the horses you want in the exotics. Now my superfecta is going to be 14-8, 17. Of course, that's a static journalism Sandman. With 21, Baeza, the also eligible, comes in with these scratches, right? We had Rodriguez scratch and another scratch yesterday. He's trained by John Sheriffs, ridden by Flavian Prop. We know Sheriffs from the Zanyata run there back in the years, but Baeza has been lightly raced, coming off good second in journalism. In the Santa Anita Derby, he breaks his maiden, runs in the Santa Anita Derby, and finishes a good second in journalism. He posted some very good closing numbers to finish with that 107 Brisnet speed figure. So those are my horses there in the Kentucky Derby. So my superfecta box, 14 with 8 with 17 with 21 there. Of course, my horse to win will be number 14, Tistastic. You got to take a price run, I think, in the Derby.
Oh, you always got to put some prices in there. I'm telling you, throw the favorite in there. When you're going to do like a trifecta, you got to throw your favorite in there and throw some long shots, because there's a chance that some long shots will come in.
Yep, the old man Lucas got a horse in there as well, so he's going to try. He wanted. I think he wanted one of the legs of a Triple Crown. He won a big race. I know, not too long ago, right? Oh man, G. Wayne Lucas. My goodness, man! I remember as a kid seeing him at Santa Anita. I know he's got a horse running, but there's just so many horses here. I was looking at this yesterday. I saw, hey, Dean Wayne's got a horse and he's getting bet. And he's on America. He's saddling American Promise, the 5 today. So that'll be D. Wayne Lucas's horse, and we'll see how it does in the race. I saw that he was getting some money there. So yeah, folks like these Lucas's horses. Lucas is always known back in the day of whenever he had a really strong horse, when he ever had like a Derby prospect, he'd always run a bad first race. He'd always run 5th, 6th. That was his signature, The horse that always had that first race was a bad one, out of the money, and it would piss off a lot of people. But that's the way he is. He didn't want. He just wanted. It was just he treated the first race pretty much like an exercise ride, and that was his style back in the day. And people would get frustrated because they want to bet D. Wayne horses, and he would just have that first bad. That first race was a fifth by 19, 5th by 8, 4th by 10. You guys, this is a Derby. This is a Derby horse. No, this is just the way D. Wayne Lucas trains. Don't bet his first timers. He was horrible with first timers.
Horrible with first timers. Yep. Yeah. Big time. You gotta. That's the big thing. You need to not only look at the horse, but you also got to look at who's training these horses, because there's some guys that are a lot better at this than others. And man, we just know the ones that are always in the money. They're just always hanging around, always winning and hanging around in these ones. But should be a good race. It's always the build up to the 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and it's all over. It's like we wait all day for like hours
2 minutes.
to get to the race, and then about 2 minutes, 15 seconds, it's all over.
It's all over before you know it, right? That's the way it is. The best 2 minutes in sports or whatever they call it.
Love it. Fastest 2 minutes, the best 2 minutes in sports going. Yeah.
I don't really get caught up in the bloodline anymore because the way I look at it now, all these horses have really good bloodlines, especially if you get this at this, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. There's like because the pedigree, they've traced it back and the lineage. It's like all these horses all have winners. Like I don't think there's anyone. There's not many of these that are not. Like if you look, Luxor Cafe is son of a Triple Crown champ, American Pharaoh, as a big name horse. They've all got big pedigrees. Sovereignty, Son of Mischief, just to name one, a couple more. There's Tis the Law is your Tis-tastic. So if you remember the Tis the Law, that's the Tis-tastic is the
Tis now, the Tis now, all those Tis now horses.
Tis-tastic is now the son of Tis the Law. So if you've been following horses, then you know that hey, there's now the sons of these horses are coming in. So it's like it's good. I like horses. I like these big days. These are the days that you bet. Why? Because there's a lot of loose money hanging around.
A lot of dead money.
A lot of dead money, as they say in horse racing. That people are just out here for fun and they're picking the name. Lots of people just throw their money out there that they can just throw the money on a name. So we look to scoop it up. We look to scoop it up. So
this is when you get into these. As you said, everyone's playing. They play the colors. They play this. You got a lot of casual bettors in there that don't know racing, and it's just they just follow a lot. And to me, I always find bloodline to be a big deal when in the smaller tracks, right? When you got horses that are coming down in class. Coming down in class is when I kind of look more at the bloodlines.
Yeah, definitely, because when you come down, you're moving into it's. Because when that horse comes down into a class that is probably above, then you want to see who's better in that spot, because usually they're like, okay, he's in a class that's a little bit above him, so let's move him back a little bit, put him over here. They move horses around to try to find that perfect spot. Some like a little longer distance, some like the short distance. That's why you get these longer distance races, but this is a long race, so you got to be going. You can't be the gasser that runs out there. How many times you see the guy that's the pace horse?
Rabbit.
It's got one. Yeah, the guy that gets out there to pace, but sometimes you want that pace guy because he drags one of those other horses usually with it, because the horse is like, hey, I want to go with that one, and then the jockey has a tough time trying to stop.
Well, usually what happens there, sometimes these trainers or owners will have multiple horses. And if they have a closer, they'll put one of those rabbits into that race just to set it up so the closer can have a shot at it, right? Because I've seen that happen before.
Right, and the speed horse is ahead, and the horse that he really wants to win is a closer, and he can see his buddy. Hey, that's my buddy up there. I'm gonna go get him, and then he tries even harder to catch his buddy. So they do that lots. So. It's just notorious that the closer always comes from behind in these races. I barely see wire to wire.
Weather could be a factor as it always is. It's always. It's always a weather. It is scattered showers, so they'll seal the track. Usually sometimes those wet fast tracks run faster because they seal it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sometimes you'd be surprised if it slows down and the speed numbers get faster. You're like, whoa, that was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I used to see that at Santa Anita when they would seal the track, and sometimes I think I saw a few races where there was track records because they seal that track after it rains, and they get all the moisture off it. That thing runs that track plays super fast. I think faster than that plays faster after they seal it.
Definitely. So I'm looking forward to the races today.
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to the Game 7 and the Stars and Abs.
Yeah, it's a really good sports weekend here. Always fun with Kentucky Derby. Of course, we'll see, get to the Preakness, get to the Belmont, see how all that rolls. So now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where we can give out a parlay, we can give out a team player prop, game of the future, or play straight. We start with Rod.
Well, let's see if we can get another one and go back to back with it. We crushed it yesterday. We took Seattle, Baltimore, and the over in the Jets and Blues game. No doubt in there. So let's go back to the MLB. We're going to go with Texas. We go back to Baltimore. Baltimore's going to start to heat up. Give me Baltimore And then, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Throw in Detroit and the Tigers in there, little 3-teamer. Texas, Baltimore, Detroit. 3-teamer for you today.
There we go from Rod. Okay, I'll tell you what I like here. I like a 3-teamer as well. With the Mariners, I have the Rangers with the Cubs, and I like the Tigers run line there today on a 3-teamer. Yeah, we do it. Hope people in the chat, they have just switched. Clark Schmidt will be the primary pitcher. Our Yarbrough will be the opener. Yarbrough now the opener. So I just refreshed it to see how Yarbrough is going to open. He's a 1-inning guy with the Dodgers. This guy's been to bounce around so much. Yarbrough with the Rays, with the Dodgers. Now he's with the Yankees. He's going to.
He was the original guy that started the whole opener, having the opener. Yarbrough has been an opener for a while, so his job has 3 outs, and if he looks real good in those 3 outs, they'll throw him in again and try to get 6 outs. That's the whole job of the opener. So
yeah. And they can go back to back too sometimes. I've seen them.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, back to back games. Hey, they whipped through those first 3. He's thrown like 5 pitches. It's like, wow, look at that. All right, fair about there again. See if we can get 3 more.
Yep, that is them. All right, we got you through that. Our part of the so now it's time to see what we got for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Right now, of course, we just gave you our free plays, but our best bets are over at Tony'sPicks.com. Link in the description there. You'll be able to find all our results there. Rod has been on a tear here, crushing the leaderboard. 5,883 units of profit, all document over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod, what you got for sale?
And for me over at Tony's Picks today, it's the usual suspects. I've got my NHL one-timer play. Hey, we're on a nice 11-1 run with my NHL play of the day. You can scoop it up singly. I got my NBA play of the day as well, my drop a dime play. We're on a nice 10-2 run with it. And then I've got my MLB play of the day. And, hey, we're on a 19-3 run with that play of the day. So all those 3 are all sold separately. Or, hey, it's in that Saturday Mixed Sport Triple. So grab that Mixed Sport Triple and let's continue to have a winning crush on the books. It's been money in my best bets. Keep winning. I think we've hit, back-to-back days on those sweeps. So definitely jump aboard. Better yet, hey, take advantage of that 2-for-1 capital promotional. Hey, you see Tony's been rolling along in the MLB. So pair me and Tony up and have yourself a big win weekend. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capital promotional for sure. Having 2 cappers putting money in your pocket. Definitely the way to go this weekend. And don't forget Tony T at checkout. Save 15% off all your purchases over here at Tony'sPicks.com.
That's right, guys. Yeah, Rod over at Tony's Picks. You see the great results. All documented. So go to Rod's handicapper page. You can verify. Look at this last 30 days. Everything in the green. Baseball, NHL, NBA, all in the green. Even MMA in there. So get on board here with Rod over at Tony's Picks and use that promo code. Save that 15% off all plays documented. Over at Rod's handicapper page, you can verify every play there. All right, I've got a best bet on the board right now for Major League Baseball. Also a 3-pack with my bundling my Major League Baseball as well as my 2 baseball and an NBA up there for you over at Tony's Picks. So I've got that rolling right now. So get on board with me over at Tony'sPicks.com. A best bet standalone and a 3-pack mixing my 2 baseball with an NBA. But like we said, go with the long-term pass. That's your best value. You get my 3-day pass, get you covered for the weekend, baseball, NBA. And of course, you can match me with Rod with a 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. And you can use the promo code TonyT at checkout and you'll save that 15% off. All right, guys, with you here on our show here. Monday through Friday here at, every day we're here with you at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So if you ever happen to miss a show, just head on over to our YouTube channel. Go on over to YouTube and you're able to hit the search for Tony's Picks and you'll find our live show up here. So we got our live show in the archive. We also have a happy hour show with Rod hosting Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. We got a members feature. If you'd like to support our channel, you can become a member on our YouTube. You get early access to my videos there. If you become a member, you hit the join button there. You'll be able to do that. But are archived on our live shows if you ever miss a show. And of course, you always hit that video tab. We have a lot of great contributions from our cappers. Al Ninos is always looking for his player props, or actually he's always looking for his underdog player props for today from El Ninos. He's looking for those 3 dogs. He got them for you. Kevin Thomas, Rod's going deeper dive on the hockey. I go deeper dive here with baseball and NBA. So check out our YouTube channel for a lot more great content there, if you would. All right, guys. Of course, Rod, let them know what you got over the YouTube channel. Of course, they can catch you here on the weekdays here on the Happy Hour show as well.
Yeah, definitely. During the weekdays, Monday to Friday, tune into the Happy Hour Show, 5 p.m. Eastern. And then, hey, if you're looking for hockey, I got you covered on the YouTube channel. And hey, going forward, watch out. There'll be some WNBA. I'm a big WNBA preseason guy. I'm telling you, I'm just going to watch and take it in. And from what we've seen in that first game, no defense. Dallas definitely did not improve their defense. They let the Aces come in and wax them and drop 100 and something on them last night. 117, I think it was. Oof. The Dallas team definitely did not improve the defense. So I think in these preseason games, that's where I would lean. This is at 160 in Indiana. No defense play. Take the over 160.5 there in that one tonight. These teams aren't ready to be playing full-on defense. No, they're just warming up, getting the arms going, taking shots. And as you see, the Aces did. They got a little bit they're like, no, that's our championship. Holy man, if that offense rolls like that, we'll see how they do against some of the better teams. But Dallas definitely didn't improve their defense. But you got to remember, it's still preseason, so it's the stars aren't going long minutes. It's you're just getting the legs going, getting the blood flowing. So it's I'm gonna take the over here in this one tonight. If someone asked about the fever game,
fever game. There you go. Got the fever now for the WNBA in preseason. Not too long away from the start of the regular season. All right,
17th, I believe it is. So a couple weeks, preseason
2 weeks
games to wet the whistle. We'll look at them as we always do.
2 weeks from today. So it'll be a Saturday when we start it. So looking forward to that. All right, that'll do it here for this edition here of the Tony Hicks Morning Show. We'll be back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. East time. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so you're live with us to get these plays. All right, Rod, anything to say before we close it out?
Yeah, take Jamal Murray. Since you mentioned Jamal Murray, take over his threes. You can get over 2.5 threes at a plus money they're giving to him. And what has he done in Denver in this series? 3, 4, and 8 threes is what Jamal Murray's done. Take the over 2.5 today. I think that sounds like a nice little gimme to me from Jamal Murray. I think he tosses up some threes and gets us over the 2.5. Even if the books move to the 3.5, find it. I think he gets at least 4+ tonight on the 3 side of things wise. Jamal Murray over threes tonight.
There we go. There. Yep. Look, we'll be covering him. Pardon. That's right. All right. That'll do it here for the Tony Hicks Morning Show. We're back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Like and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Well, wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys making a win Saturday. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show.